Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is 𝔸𝕒𝕟. Today's video, I'll be doing a personal planner flip. I've been wanting to do a video like this for quite some time, and let's get into it. Any products mentioned will be listed or linked in the description below, okay? Okay, so this is my personal planner. I have her in this little pouch. I got it off of Shein. I got it so that I can keep my planner protected when she's in my handbag or when she's just laying about. So starting off, I have a magnetic holographic clip on the top. I got that from AliExpress. Starting off, I have my charms. I got two of these from Duchess Gem. These two from Duchess Gem Studio on Etsy, and this one I got off of Shein. And then for my pockets, I have this Bat clip that I got also from Duchess Gem Studio. These little glasses, I got them from AliExpress. This moon I got from Etsy. It's really a pin, but I created a magnet out of it. And then this Planner Girl magnet came from the Rosy Life Planner. I got her also from Etsy. And then this bat was also a pin that I created a magnet out of. And then this is just some deco in there. And then I have some stickers in here. I normally use these on my yearly overview or year at a glance. So as you can see, I've been using it quite a lot. Or I use it sometimes on my monthly or my weekly. It all depends on my mood, but normally on my year at a glance. Starting out with the intro. I always, when I'm setting up my planners, I have a lot of deco, or some people would say it would be a lot of deco, but it's deco for each section. I don't know why. It just makes me like using my planner more. I like to, it just makes me feel inspired. It's art all through it. You know, it's not just the inserts and that's it. If it was like that, I would never pick up this planner. So starting off, I have an acetate on the front. Nothing fancy or anything like that, but just something to protect whatever is here. This is a freebie I got. I'm not sure where I got it from. If and when I do find out, I will put it in the description below. Then I also created this, and I created her. I love this dashboard. It's laminated on regular paper. I created it on Canva. I have locks, and I don't know, she appeals to my vibe. It just went with the whole look, and this was like a happy accident actually. I was just putting it together and putting it back in, and it just came out perfect. Then this 3 pocket holder is from Plan and Stow. I also created the cards inside. And then my bat charm is also from Duchess Gem Studio. Then I have a table of contents, and that just says what each section, what it has and what is in it. And then we're going into my inbox section. All of my dividers that have the holographic ink is actually from ℎ𝕒𝕒. I do not know what has happened to her. I cannot find her on Etsy or Instagram, so I'm assuming her shop is closed, so I cannot link her down below for you. And this is my inbox section. Also created that too. Put that on the back. This planner size dashboard is from Crystal Plans. Really handy when I'm creating dashboards or whatnot. It has all the different sizes and the measurements. So whenever I'm creating a dashboard, I just look at this and then I can just create appropriate size if need be. I also created this skull dashboard. This is my inbox section. So this is a freebie from Plan with B. And then this is another freebie from Written Treasurers. I actually love this one. And I just jot down lists and tick them off as I go here. This is also a notes one from Ash Plans. I love, love, love this notes page. I have these to the back of my planner. in my note section, but I always leave like 2 or 3 at the front. So if I need to jot down anything quickly, I can just do that, because as she gets chunky, it gets hard to get to the back and write. So to make it easier, I leave like 2 or 3 pieces at the top. Then we're going into my overview section, and this is more for like appointments, birthdays. I actually don't have a birthday insider here. I need to put that in, and whatnot. So we start off with my deco, my year at a glance, and then some deco to go behind that. And I just love when it layers like that, like when it comes out to be a nice little layering effect. I think that is so cute. And then move on to my quarter section. So this is obviously the yearly overview of everything, quarter 1, quarter 2, and quarter 3, and then quarter 4 for the year. And basically all I do is I write very important dates in here and in notes or whatever. So birthdays or whatever, or vacation dates or whatnot, whatever is what I use this for. But these are like the ones that come that I know for a fact, and then I'll add as I go in my monthly. Then I have an appointment section. I also created these dividers myself. This one, I just have one insert in here for appointments because I use it yearly. So I normally just print one, and then I just write the dates and the date and the month for that whole year and the year at the top. And that's just straightforward. So we have date, time, and the details, and that's that. Then I have another one here. This one has a secretarial pocket in the front. It's also from Plan&Stow. Another 3-card holder, also from Plan&Stow. Charm is also from Duchess Gem Studio. And this is my agenda section. So my agenda section is basically obviously the calendar and schedule section. So my monthly, daily, and weekly. But I will be switching it up. I'm planning to order some more dividers because I'm going to do away with one section. My daily section, I am going to remove that because I do not use the daily inserts as often as I like, and I don't see the point of having it in here. I can still use a daily insert, but what I would do is if I have a busy day out of the week, I will have that one insert, and then I'll put it between the pages of wherever it is in the week that I'm using, give or take. So we have the quote. Another one that I created that also. And then we're going into the monthly subsection. So this is just basically a monthly overview. So whatever here, I use icon stickers. They're very small, you can't really see it, but I use icon stickers for things that I want to remember or whatnot. And then here, put the important dates and anything that I'm ordering or doing, checklist over here. And I use stamps to decorate this, so it's not so boring. I like stamps. I think stamps are very cost effective in a way because I don't have to keep buying stickers. So I use stamps to do it. I can also get different colors if I like and stamp in those colors, but I don't mind the black and white theme. I like that very much. And then these, it's like I have a lot of these throughout. It's a bookmark. I just got it there so that I can separate wherever I am in that section without having to create a divider. And then I just pop it back in like that. And then this is my daily section. So this is an example of how I would do my daily. So I would stamp the day up here. I'll put the little date, and then I will just time block my day for whatever I'm doing, basically. And then I have some icon stamps that I'm using, I'm testing out. And so far I like them. I think they'll work perfect in my A5. And they could work in this, probably in my weekly, but I don't think in my monthly because they look a little bit too big, but it can still do the job. So that's me trying that out. And this is my weekly section. And then So these inserts are from AnalidaDesigns. These are freebies. These are actually my go-to. They're my favorite. As you can see, I actually have used them already a lot for the new year. And I really like using them, but I'm going to switch it up when I switch covers. So I have a couple inserts in here for the weekly that I'm going to try using to see how I like it. And I've already printed them out, so I'll show you how those look. So this one I got from PlannerRoomShop. Basically, it's a mini calendar here. You write in the dates and then you highlight whatever week you're on. And then this is your days of the week. And here's a running to-do list section, and then a little spot here if you need to remember something in particular. So I do like how this looks. It's a pale pink color. And, you know, it gives my planner just a little touch of color without being too colorful. So I'm not sure, but I think I might be using these next. Or if I really want to, I can be using this one next. This weekly came from MuzeLabs. And I got this also off of Etsy. So very similar to this one, except for no mini calendar. So you have your days of the week, your this week, I guess if you want to do a top priority or top goal, your running to-do list, and then an extra note section at the bottom here. But I just uses it to stamp. And then I printed out about 3 months actually worth. And then I just highlighted it in different colors to just kind of give it a different vibe. So purple, pink, and then I did some blue. And I'll be testing out these to see how I feel about it, because, you know, it's time for a little change. And when I change cover, I might as well. So I just did that for now. Then we move on to my personal section. Another charm also from Duchess Gem Studio. And then I have a 2-pocket card holder also from Plan & Store, and I created the designs in this also. And then we have another charm here. So for my personal section, obviously this is things that are more personal for me. They're outside of just scheduling and writing appointments. So I have a manifest section. This is for like my goal keeping and, you know, keeping up with my goals. Another charm also from Duchess Gem. I created this one also. And this one. And then I have another 2-card holder with my family's pictures in it. So my son and me, my daughter and me, myself and my hubby. And then I created this dashboard also on Canva. M for manifest and manifestation. And then I have a little quote here. And then I created a vision board. And then a little quote on the back. And then I have my goals overview insert. This came from MonthlyJoy. I also got this on Etsy. A lot of my inserts are from either from Etsy or they're from freebies that I found on Instagram. So, and then this is a goal plan. So that's that for that section. And then this section is Fit Check. So here I created a dashboard off of acetate. Then the quote, this month's choices are next month's body. Yeah, so you keep snacking, you gotta keep looking fluffy. I need to remember that every time because I love to snack. I'm always eating a snack. A freebie, I think it's Suji Plans. The name is not on here, but that's what that one's from. That was a freebie. And then I have my fitness goal insert. I got this from AnalidaDesigns. So I have fitness goals and I have my weekly fitness goals or my weekly fitness. And this is just keeps up with it. You'll see that I have it here again because the way that I have it and it was downloaded, I could have played around with which inserts I wanted where. Like if I wanted this to be the front cover or this the back cover. So that's kind of why I have this again, because I was playing around with it. And then you have the monthly one. So see, I can do it on this side or I can do it on this side. So I'm not sure how I want it, but I think I like it as fitness goals and then monthly. I think I like this better, but I just started filling it out just to see how I felt about it. Then I have my workout log. So I only print enough for like a month, because when it comes to working out, I feel like you need to stick to your exercises. Do not vary and change them up, or you will see no progression because you're changing too many things. So I stick to the same workouts, and I always choose workouts that I like doing. I'll never choose something that I don't like. So whatever it is that I like doing, or the exercise I like performing, you have the exercise, the time, the sets, the reps, the weight, and at the top I put the date, and then I put which body part I'm focusing on. So for this date, it was glutes and lower body, and this one was back and upper body. So, you know, back, shoulders, triceps, etc., etc. Then I have my step log. So for my step log, I have a pedometer that I carry with me. I can also track on my watch, but I prefer the pedometer because when I use the pedometer, I can actually calculate exactly when I started doing the steps. Whereas with my watch is also synced to my phone. So whenever I'm walking with my phone, it tracks my steps. So I never really know exactly when I started the actual exercise. So I do have a pedometer that I use. And what I do is I have a note section on my phone, or I go into my notes on my phone, and on that I will write the date and I write the amount of steps, and I only use it as soon as I'm getting out of the car. So my walk to the car before I leave my house, I don't track it. It's when I'm getting ready to get out of my car from wherever the destination is I'm walking from, that I will reset it from 0 and then track. So then I know for a fact how many steps I did on that particular journey. And that's how I track it. And this one is basically just date and total steps, and then the year. I have basically 3 step logs in my planner, and I'm trying to figure out which one I like. So this was one. So far I like this one, but I think there's another one that I really like, and I might start using after I finish June's step log. I might move on to that for the start of July. This is the second one. This one, I'm not really too, I don't know. I don't think I can really use it. So I might take it out of my planner. This is a step and calorie log. So basically it's the month, my goals, and then the day, and then the steps and the calories. In order to use this insert, I have to basically track how many calories per steps. Basically, I have to go online and then look at what the calories was I burned for the steps that I did that day. So I might not use this one because I think that is, unless I'm actually exercising, but even then I don't really need to use it because I can still use my workout log. So I will probably be taking this one out. And then I have a section for trackers. So I have a couple trackers in here that I'm using. That's not just fitness. I have a skincare routine one. I just recently got this one. This one's from PlannerRoomShop, and I got this one because, you know, as you get older, if you want to take care of the health of your skin, you have to keep track of certain products and when you're using them, because certain products can't be used all together and certain products can't be used daily. So it can probably be once or twice a week or once a month kind of thing. So I just recently printed this off because I want to start using certain skincare, and I need to keep track of when I'm using it, or I can just make my face a mess, and we ain't trying to do that. So that's what that's for. And then this is the next step tracker, and I think I like this one better because this one's a little bit more simple. So you put the year up here, and then the months are here. So this is exactly for 1 year, and then these are the dates. And this one is also from PlannerRoomShop. And then basically I just write the steps in for each date. And I think that this is better because then I won't have to write the date in, and I won't have to keep track of that. I just got to write the steps. So I'll probably be using this one going forward as soon as I finish with that insert. Then I have my period tracker. Also from PlannerRoomShop. I buy a lot of stuff from her and PlannerRoomShop. They have some good stuff, all on Etsy. So this one is the month, and then the date, and then you just dot wherever, or you can check mark it or exit. I just did a dot at the moment for whatever your cycle was, and then your cycle length. And that is for this year. And then this side is for this year. Then I also have, a sleep tracker. Did I pass it? Oh yeah, I did. And I have a sleep tracker. This one is to keep track of how many hours I'm sleeping, because you know, when you come to working out, you need to also keep track of your sleep, especially for gains and recovery. You need to sleep, get sufficient rest. So this one is for the year. We got the date, the time I fell asleep, the time I woke up, and the amount of hours in total I slept, and notes like maybe if I had a headache or whatever. That's what that's for. This one is fresh. This is new. I did complete this for last year, so I just haven't really started. I've been quite busy with uni and other stuff this year, so I haven't really been keeping up with my trackers, but I'm going to be getting back into that very soon. So moving on. Oh, and then we have, almost forgot, I have my wish list. So on my wish list, I have whatever it is I get. This one is a running to-do list, so you just write whatever you want. But I got this one specifically for planning supplies. So I just got the product, the quantity that comes in it, and then the price. And then whenever I'm running out, I have an idea what that is. And I can also cash stuff for it if that's what I want. So you should always have a wish list. Wish list is such a big must have when it comes to budgeting, because for me, there's a lot of things that I want or would like to buy. And what I like to do is I like to have that price and budget towards it and then purchase it. Like, I don't buy anything as soon as I put it in a cart. I'm a person that I will compare prices first. So I'll look around to see if I can find a better deal and probably better reviews, depending, because sometimes people, some companies are really shit, you know, and you want to make sure that you're getting from a good company and you're not going to get your packages damaged or whatever. So I don't know, with me for wish list, I always have to have a wish list, and I always utilize it because Christmas is coming up, birthdays and stuff like that. I write down what my kids want, what my hubby wants, what my family wants, whatever, and then I will budget towards that, and I'll have like probably a deadline date for it. It all depends, but a wish list is a must. But this version is running to-do list, and then you have this version, which is basically, it's in categories. So I can just put the category of whatever it is. If it's clothes, then I can write how many of it I want, what the item is, the shop, the price, and if I bought it, I'll take it off, basically. So I have both versions in here, and then I have one specifically left for my kids at the moment. I actually have more wish lists, but they're not in this planner. They're in a different one. So this is what I have in this planner at the moment. Then we move on to my Nourish section. This is for my meal planning section. Obviously, it goes hand in hand with Fit Chick. And that's how that looks. And some more skulls. I created that also. And then my weekly meal plan. Not sure where I got this one from because there's no name on this insert actually. If I find it, I'll link it down below. So basically, when meal planning, I just figure out what it is that I want to eat for the week, what I'm feeling for, and then it's for breakfast. You know, you got the day here, the days here, and then the shopping list here, and then it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. And then what I basically do is, if I'm going to, certain days I go to work, I don't really care for breakfast, so I might fast, and then I'll just go straight to lunch, dinner, or snacks. So I'll have fast at the top if I'm not eating anything, and then whatever I eat for that day, etc., etc. And then I print out for like, this is from the week of, so I print like four weeks worth, and then when I've completed all of those, then I move on, and then I'll print another 4 weeks, so that my planner don't stay full up. Then on this section, we have my food diary section. This is keeping track of what I eat through the day. This is a recent buy, Planner Insert Co. also, and I'm not sure if I'm going to utilize this. I might just stick to the meal plan, but I want to see if I'm sticking to my meal plan. Do you get what I'm saying? So I need to like write it in. But what I'm thinking is I might use a different type of insert and just make that my food diary, this one has a lot of information to write out, and I only need the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack section. I don't need the workout section. I don't need the notes, and I don't need to focus. It's just unnecessary stuff. I just need where I can track the food. To me, that's all that matters. I don't care about the water and all that. That can be done on a different habit tracker, but you know what I'm saying. So I might be switching this up. I'm just looking for the insert that best suits my needs, and then I'll be switching up. But for now, this is what I was going to use. Let me move on to food stock inventory. So this is basically where I will keep track of the stock in my house. So how many cans of beans I have, if I have enough rice, how much sugar I have, do I have enough eggs, how much milk I bought, stuff like that. That's what this is for. I might just do away with this section and just keep one insert and put it in my tracker section because I don't really need to have it. I think I might be doing that. Like I said, I'm going to switch up soon. So what I love to do is when I'm switching up, I always look at what is working for me and what am I using. I can always tell what I'm using regularly by the way, the amount of time I write in it. If I'm not writing in it, it's probably not necessary for me to have in it. It's just taking up space. So I'll most likely be doing away with this or this whole section, and then it's probably just keep one insert and put that with my tracker side. I think that can work because it's just keeping track also, right? I don't need a whole divided, dedicated section for it. Then we move on to HomeBase. So I also created that. I'm very spunky, you know. I got like feisty dashboards in my planner. It's really like me. Anyway, I got my cleaning section. These I got from MonthlyJoy, and this one is daily, weekly, and monthly, and then this is the zone section. So you can use it. I think I prefer the zone cleaning version so that I can basically, you know, if I want to clean specific things, mark it out, and then I take it off as I go. Basically all this is. And then this is my plant care section. So I have a lot of plants in my house, and not all of them are real. Some of them are fake. I don't mind. I don't care who can't stand fake plants, but I love it because I get the vibe without the maintenance. I do have some real ones. This one is real. So the ones that I have that are real, you know, obviously they do require care. So I have, you know, an insert for that to keep up with the care of it. This is also from MonthlyJoy. I have not been writing in it, so I don't know. I might do away with it, but I like it to reference though, because there's the parts here that you can log in regards to like what this particular plant requires to take care of it. You understand? So like the water, the light, the soil, humidity, fertilizer, etc., etc. So I might keep this differently still. I'm not too sure yet, but I might keep it. Then we're almost done. Home inventory. This is basically keeping track of toilet tissue, paper towels, dish liquid, laundry detergent, all of that stuff. That's basically what this list is for. So I might do away with this section, and I might just keep the insert in my tracker section, and that probably be it. Like I said, I'm streamlining my planner where it makes sense. So, you know, doing this flip is quite helpful because now I know just from talking about this planner what I like and what I don't like, and what is working for me and what is not. Then my last section is my note section, and I have this titled MindToPaper. So whatever comes to mind gets down on paper. I also created this. And like I said, this is basically my note section. So same inserts are from Ash Plans, and then I have a bookmark if I want to go to a specific section in my planner in the back. And then I have a page lifter, and that's to keep my pages from curling, because as the planner gets thicker, it curls around the edge. And as you can kind of see, this has like a little curl to it. So that's what this is for. And then in the back, I have some more cards. So to do appointment, to do, and etc. Actually, this really is supposed to go in the front. So I'll put that here, and then I'll put this back to the back. And then my rules paper clips, I got those off of Shein also. And then there is a back pocket, and I just have some scraps of paper in there. That is basically it for this planner. And you got to see a peek into my personal planner. Just like and comment and tell me, what is it that you do when you create your planner setups? Like, what is your planner for? What do you use it for? Mine is just for everything. It's a little bit of everything. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.